Alright, so I found this Kotaku article up on Archive. It's on Archive because it's fucking Kotaku. They suck. EA tells devs it won't take stand on abortion rights, encourages healing circles. And the FIFA publisher is the latest to be grilled by staff on Roe v. Wade. Look, here's the thing. Regardless of where you come down on abortion rights, Roe v. Wade, and all that stuff, that's almost an entirely different topic. The idea that every company needs to weigh in on this shit is just stupid. They're trying to sell you a product. Why in God's name do you want them to weigh in on these topics? They're a company, they're a business. Their number one goal, their main goal, above all else, should be to make as much money as possible. It's that simple. It's that simple. Period. And it goes on. I'll link this archive if you guys want to read it for yourself. I'll just quickly go through this. EA won't be joining some of the other big name studios in publicly supporting abortion and transgender rights. Kotaku was learned. Asked about it during a May 24th company-wide town hall meeting. The gaming publisher told staff it couldn't take a stance on every public issue, and that being an inclusive company means being inclusive of all those points of view. Okay, hey, as much shit as people give EA, that's exactly what a business should be saying. Well, it's not our job. It's not our business. Just like with the whole, there was a story that come out the other, I think maybe a week and a half ago or something, about Jim Ryan, one of the head guys at PlayStation, had sent out a memo about telling people not to have arguments about this during, basically at work. Don't get everything all confused and have all these arguments and disagreements and stuff. It's like, just keep that stuff at home, basically. And then, of course, these shit stains, Jason Scheer and Bloomberg and all these people were trying to make it out like he's doing this horrible thing. It's like, that's exactly what he should be doing. Don't take a stance. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't give a flying fuck what EA's stance is on abortion. Nobody should. Nobody should give a shit. Anyway, it goes on. And of course, it's the usual kind of whining and cringy shit. The thing about the world today is there's a lot of division. We know this, right? We see it every day. But the thing that unites here to make amazing games, and then this is what the Chief People Officer, Mila Singh, is responding to. The company only speaks out when it will actually have a positive impact. These things are hard and they're personal. We all have our own perspectives, and sometimes we won't speak, and that will be upsetting. And I understand that. We really do. That's just the way it is. I mean, now you got companies like Microsoft. They've announced plans to help pay for out-of-state travel in the event abortion is made illegal where an employer lives. Well, first off, again, it's the same thing. Whether you agree with them or not, it's like Microsoft shouldn't be getting involved in that stuff. They're a business. They're a company. They're there to make money. But at the same time, if you disagree, that's fine. I mean, I would always be willing to have a debate with somebody about this or talk about it or whatever. That's fine. I got no problem. I got no problem with disagreement. I got no problem communicating with people I disagree with. I got no problem being friendly with people I disagree with. Because the thing is you're not going to agree with everybody about all things. If you do, well, you need to expand your horizons. You need to get outside of your bubble. Anyway, this goes on, and like I said, it's a lot of whining and complaining. I just like the whole thing. It's probably better if you want to read it yourself, go ahead. If not, just here's where it's talking about the PlayStation boss Jim Ryan, and again they're trying to make it a bizarre. He mixed anecdotes about cats with calls for staff to respect differences of opinion, and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, man. Look, we know what your guys' politics are. You don't hide them at all. We know it's exactly what you want. It's like it's just they make it too obvious. You guys are supposed to be journalists here, but you don't give a flying fuck about journalistic integrity. But anyway, then of course they list some of the bullshit about George Floyd and stuff. And it's like I don't see why they keep holding George Floyd up as a martyr. Like. Regardless of where you stand on the whole Black Lives Matter thing, it's like, why do you guys keep holding George Floyd up as the guy? How about Tamir Rice? How about Philando Castile? Hell, Eric Garner would be a better guy. I don't get the whole thing about they're wanting to put George Floyd up on a pedestal. Like, he didn't deserve to die, of course, but it's also the kind of thing where it's like he wasn't the best guy you could choose. Tamir Rice was a 13-year-old boy who was shot and killed by a trigger-happy officer. How about that? I mean, anyway, that's neither here nor there, I guess. But it's just, I'll go ahead and wrap this video up. Like I said, I'll link this if you guys want to read the whole thing, because as you can see, I'm kind of scrolling through it, and it's just a whole, you basically know what it's going to say. I mean, before you read it. But maybe you want to read it anyway. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.